Dignitas won the knife. I'm guessing they're going to stick with the CT side, and we'll see how it goes. So, you guys at home, well, you can vote over on pro.eslgaming.com for which match and which team you want to win. Don't forget the /CSGO is quite important, I've been told, because you'll end up in another game, and you wouldn't want to do that. You want to end up in CSGO. Titan, 68% to 32% of Dignitas. So you guys at home feel that Titan are going to take this one. Well, the pistol round is underway. Let's see how it goes.
And I get my wish. I get to see Titan on the T side. I'm really looking forward to this one. And let's see where they go for first. It looks like they're kind of bread and butter towards A for now, but nothing beginning. But look at Dignitas. Their aggression off the B side has cleared it all out. They're pretty much aware of where Titan aren't, so therefore finding out where they are. It's going to have to be a big A execute coming through, and it looks like it's just about beginning, but KGB there just sitting back. Nice little pop flash off the top. AZ does find Apex, and this should be their round.
Gonna catch him into the corner. Oh, Kirby down. AZ very low on health. Can they get in? The bomb plant's still yet to go in. Plenty of time on the board. AZ almost nothing, but Dignitas are clearing them out already. They do get the bomb plant in there, but that is all it's going to be. And that was a great rotation there. I think it was Pimp that managed to get around the back of them.
No, it was MSL. MSL right around the back. It was so good. They were the early aggressors on that B side. They pushed up, not necessarily immediately, but super quick. So got around the back, knew they went at B, and then they continued to push around once that push began towards the A side. So nicely handled by Team Dignitas in the end. So they get themselves the first pistol round on the board, and the T side go for what we've kind of grown accustomed to here, the big investment into round 2 with the Tech 9s, the armor, and seeing what they can make off the back of it.
I was just about to say, but look at Dignitas, they're not going for an SMG, and then Pimp picks one up at the end, so why not? We'll see if this second round buy works out. It's something that has been prevalent pretty much throughout every single team. Everybody does this now. You know, you used to talk about how the pistol buy-up used to be the American Cloud9 style, but everybody does the Tech 9s nowadays in the second round. Smokes are going to delay things. It looks like it is going to be an A push for Titan. And Dignitas sitting deep on the defensive A side this time. You can see them, one back at truck, one back in mid.
Yeah, nice little smoke there to allow Maniac access towards the site. He's going to be out towards quad, already claiming it. Titan should get a very comfortable bomb plant here, and Digger just going to play for the retake. It's something we saw during those offline finals not too long ago. So a little bit of fire comes in. AZ off of short does catch a glimpse of one by quad, but the retake should go Dig's way here. They've got at least the first down, but there's still so many of those Tech 9s up on the board. They can do a lot of damage. RPK finds one, and Existence waits patiently. Does manage to claim Nico. AZ now going to have to try and come around the side. 2v3, make it 3v0. It doesn't matter. The nade came through, and MSL cleaned up in the end. The fuse comes out, and a good retake from Dig. This is something that I was hoping to see again. Their kind of passive play on towards the site, where they kind of, I'm pretty sure it's KGB who just played by truck almost. During those offline finals, very deep with the AWP when he was able to get it in the end. And it was just brilliant to watch. Really excited to see if he goes for that one again here. But still, 2 rounds in a row for Dig. But Titan did get, you know, a bomb plant down then, so it's not the end of the world for them. Yeah,
they managed to get in there. More importantly, they forced Dignitas to push through the smoke. And they pushed through as one, it seemed, in the end there. Nico, he is going to be saving, it seems. Keeping hold of one of those Tech 9s from the previous round. You can see it was Existence's Tech 9. So, looks like they're going to just make use of that and see the rest of the team, of course, with those rifles. This time around, Titan going to take it a little slower. Apex, ordinarily the entry fragger this time, going to be the man that tries to peek around, get something around the back. Maniac's just seeing if he can draw any fire. Does draw out a molly. Job done. Backs away.
It'd be something the team's getting used to. Maniac has quite specific spots at times. He loves going towards Squeaky. He did it last round. There was a smoke that came down towards kind of forklift and covering, so he was able to push towards site. However, this time KGB is kind of pushed in towards the site itself. So slight variation there. The smoke will go down again, but a nice counter flash will stop Maniac being able to push through and allow them to readjust.
Kirby and AZ. Kirby's going to be the man.
Oh,
catches
perfect.
one. That's the bomb. They know exactly where it is. Rotation comes out. Good use of the fam house. Gets himself a second. AZ up top. He'll pick off with the pistol. And that was a very clean round for Dignitas in the end.
Yeah, really well positioned. I'm not sure who put that flash into place, but as soon as that smoke went down by forklift to allow Maniac to push out, it just stopped him and it kind of threw the timing off for Titan. And it was just really well done in the end. So 3-0, kind of clean start for Dignitas, some close rounds. But we are going to see the AWP now playing out for both teams. Kenny S and Nico. So Nico kind of opted out of even having a gun the last one, just going with that Tech 9 that he'd managed to pick up. So well warranted, well worth it. And let's see where kind of Kenny S takes this one and see if he can show that real confidence that he used to have.
Interesting, Kirby's stuck with the FAMAS. He could have bought quite easily an M4, and yet he's gone with a FAMAS. Okay. Maybe he's preferring it at the moment. I don't know. Maybe the position he's working with. As he was, he did get taken down the last round, but could have afforded the M4 in that. Nonetheless, Maniac peeking, seeing if he can get anything. Again, lurking around that door. Bomb still just sitting around mid, and we are once again seeing RPK trying to peek.
But I do like this, almost a three-man, not necessarily stack from Dig, but attentive kind of focus towards mid, and you can see why. They know how they want to play. AZ takes down Kenny S, who didn't even have armor in this round, so Glass canning in, but Pimp actually works his way out of vent. He's right next to them. He's got 3 players in front. He just goes crazy straight in, gets dealt with, but sets up AZ for the double, and that's brilliant. 4v2 now. They shouldn't lose out on this, but RPK finding one, but the bomb's loose. They know what it is, and I'm pretty sure they know where Maniac is by now. So, in theory, he should be locked down.
Yeah, MSL charging around the back as well. Nico's going to end it, though. Maniac was in there, but Dignitas had that one locked down. And like you say, Pimp just straight up mid, making use of the smokes, actually, to get in their faces. 4-0. Good start for Dignitas on the CT side here on Cash. The first match of the tournament, the ESL ESEA Pro League. $500,000 overall is on the line for these teams.
Yeah, Titan forced to go for that kind of scrape together Tech 9 purchase. Nothing too much to be working with there overall, but they could probably scrape something out, maybe a bomb plant. They're always good at getting those in towards A if they work on it. But yeah, as I was saying, I really like the way last round that they pushed, I think it was Pimp up into the vents, and then they had AZ on short, super attentive towards mid, and then Nico as well watching it too. So they had 3 players almost dedicated. But now the stack that we've seen coming out previously from Titan towards Squeaky. So 3 players, I believe, are there. Which could change things up here, and only existence by main.
Is it answered by an incendiary every single time that door opens? We'll see whether Dignitas do it again. Maniac's been popping that squeaky door open, and immediately an incendiary goes in there. This time the flashes will come in. Kirby's going to catch one, will catch a second, will the third line up. It's all perfect for them. And that is the bomb now loose. They know where the 4th is, and the 5th has also been collected around the other side of the map. And that was as clean can be for Dignitas. 5-0. Titan starting to ask some questions. It was just a Tech 9 rush. This time they can go back to the AWP once again for Kenny S, but yet to get anything. Not even an assist on the board for Kenny so far.
Yeah, and I think Pimp's going to drop out the AWP for Nico. Nico's looking for it. He's like, come on, buddy, help me out. There we go. So they will be even recovering that. Nico did go down last round, but they will manage to get it back. But this time, Kenny does at least have armor, so he can maybe be a little more secure in those plays. But look at the aggression straight up from Dignitas on towards B as well. You caught it at the start. Straight up, getting Pimp over towards those vents, getting control of Checkers, and just leaving kind of them in position. But MSL, finding RPK early on, kind of takes away any presence towards B, but the vast majority of Titan are on A.
Yeah, Kirby actually went very aggressive, pushed out A main, and Apex managed to find him. He pushed through the smoke himself there. So that's left A a little short, and we can see already Titan are gathering in and around there. They're not going to push on through yet, but AZ's all alone. Nico checking the angle from mid as well. He's covering off into Squeaky.
And I love the effect of what MSL and Pimp have been doing towards B, making sure Existence isn't able to join them straight up. He's still kind of lurking around the back, trying to keep tabs on making sure no one's going on that flank so they can actually execute. And let's see what they go for in the end. Bomb is still loose. They're maybe still trying to work something out, leaving Kenny to try and find a pick towards quad, but no one's there. AZ just playing site, and Digger playing quite deep right now, excluding maybe AZ. And let's see where this push comes in towards AZ. Still utilizing the smoke. Apex and Co starting to edge in. They've got good control over the A site. They should be able to get the bomb down, but no, AZ gets one. A quick exchange, but the bomb will go down with Kenny S, but the flames just hold him off for a second, but the rest of his team's just kind of chiming in at the right time.
Yeah, Existence and Kenny do manage to get the kills down there, and that leaves Pimp all alone. Well, they've picked up 5 rounds, so there's no reason why he doesn't go for this. He's even got Julius in his hand, for crying out loud. He does manage to find Existence, but
he's big pimping.
Just the sheer fact that he's behind that box is just infuriating him. He knows he can't step around because there's likely to be someone watching. Doesn't matter, he finds Existence anyway. He's not going to be able to get the defuse from this one. Just going to try and clean up, get some rifles.
And to be fair, if he does, the T-side aren't fantastic on their economy, and Pimp's going to make it a little worse. So Kenny will get out with that AWP. There's no way he's going to try and even chance that, and Pimp will recover Nico's. So at least both teams get to keep that. But Kenny's Kenny's good. Kenny is good. Kenny gets to keep the AWP, and it's all fine. But Titan do get the first round on the board, and it was just nicely played towards A in the end. It took a little bit of time to get there, but once they executed, they had so many players on towards the site that really AZ was only able to get the exchange.
Oh, double AWP set up for Dignitas. We'll see how that works out for them. Pimp is going to keep hold of his AWP, and Nico's like, nah, it's all right, guys. I bought my own. No skin in it, though, unfortunately. But yeah, that was down to Kirby. Kirby pushing out onto A main, went aggressive, which sometimes does work, catches your opponent off guard, but this is a B push and a fast one for Kenny.
Yeah, this is much different. Apex actually opening up. That's what I was looking for. Apex finding that kind of role that he falls into every now and then, that opening fragger that he's so good at with Kenny as well. So good start, but now where do they take it? They've opened up B. But there's two players trying to gain control towards mid. AZ and KHB are actually moving up. Apex is going to boost up Kenny. He could get caught out here. Look at that. That could be a counter boost coming into play.
Yep.
Well, Kenny check. He's going to spot it. Just about gets away. Doesn't even get damaged. And that was quite lucky on his behalf.
A little peekaboo there, yeah. Just kept him at bay. Kirby does fight, throw out the incendiary. That's going to keep him at bay. But look at MSL. MSL's got himself tucked in around the corner. And that's caught Titan completely off guard. Gets himself a double, backs back into B site, and that's kind of stopped Titan's attack dead in his tracks. Kenny with the bomb. He's going to try and peek around there, but Kirby's not going to be the one that peeks out. Kenny's going to have to go looking. Gets flashed out. Is that going to force Kirby out? No, he's going to stay in the corner.
Well, Kenny's just going to try and be the linchpin here. He's going to allow the other two to try and push through to create that pincer, but...
They've took over mid.
Yeah, exactly. That's the pincer that's coming in. Maniac's going to try and push through, but KHB does deny Kenny. However, 2 kills coming in, but there's still MSL. He's still holding the site. He's still got that bomb, and there's only 20 seconds left. Existence is going to have to pull out something beautiful here. 2 AWPs. He's got the smoke for the cross. The bomb is down, but he's going to have to try and make this into a 1v1 somehow. I don't know how he plans to do it. He goes for the first towards heaven, doesn't get it, but did he spot the one in checkers? No, and MSL does have an outstanding round picking up 4 then. But the important factor there was, even though they got control in mid, they didn't check where KHB was, and he was able to deny Kenny, which then left the bomb kind of, in this kind of middle ground, and it was just so awkward then to push in towards that B site.
More importantly, the 4 kills for MSL as well. Beautifully done there, surprising them pushing out of B after delaying a little bit. And that's all after Titan got that opening frag. 6-1, Dignitas with the lead on the CT side. Double AWP once again, and of course, this time it's, I want to call it an eco when there's Tech 9s in there, but it's definitely a mismatch from Titan. Just three Tech 9s, all they could afford a P250. And that is going to put problems for Titan. Yet to really find a foothold against Dignitas here as the T side.
Yeah, Titan's starting to struggle a little bit. Obviously, they've had minimal full buys. I'm trying to think back to when they've had a full purchase. Kenny's had some armor, but then you don't get the kind of complementary mollies and such, which probably could have really helped them out on these B plays when we've had consistent players pushing in towards those vents, aka Pimp. But Titan have had some luck towards B. I say luck. Apex has opened up sometimes, but then you get MSL as well, who's had these wonderfully played out rounds that gonna be hard to counter, and Pimp will just be watching. Shot through the legs there. RPK does get the tag, but the timing on the nades and the flashes coming through is going to start hurting, and look at it already. Apex so low. This could be a very tough push, even to try and make an impact with those Tech 9s. Yeah,
with no armor on there, it's definitely forced them back. Second thoughts has been had by Titan. They're going to rotate round. Maniac is now, well, is in his usual position. He's at Squeaky. He's going to go and knock in once again. Let's see if AZ's going to respond like he has done the last 7 rounds. They've all got themselves stacked in around. They're pushing up towards A main. Meanwhile, there's a push in mid as well. The bomb is actually making its way through mid. Kenny S, they're going to be coming up short as well. So RPK is going to lead the charge. It's not going to work out. Kirby and AZ, they just cut them all down in their tracks. Existence, well, you can't call too much for your team when you're the only man standing. 7-1. Clean stuff from Dignitas. No really worries for them, honestly. Even against that pistol, they stayed very disciplined. Didn't go hunting for the kills, just stayed in their positions.
Yeah, another shoddy buy for Titan as well. Kenny cannot afford armor either, so everyone else has a fairly decent buy. They get, what, 2 smokes, flashes, but nothing else really. This is those kind of like cobbled together buys where their executes may suffer a little. But let's see what they make of it. I want to see their kind of patented A executes that really started working before for them, but I don't know if it's because Kenny's not confident, but already MSL taking down 1 in mid is going to cut this play towards A in half, but they're going to try and make a push out of it anyway. They're already out on towards the side, but look at this. Nico aggressively pushed up by that fence, going to land towards 1. That's RPK down. Looks a second, just about misses, but there's KHB right there and waiting, and now just Maniac left. The Dignitas defense on A has been perfect.
Tried to get him through the wall and very nearly did as Maniac backs off. He does have the bomb, and this is a foot race right now, but he's never going to be able to beat... It's, actually, he's just going to try and save it. I think he might even just try and save the Tech 9 here. No, he's going to go for it. Why not? Because they've lost that many rounds back to back. It's not really going to do too much of a dent in here. Actually, Kirby's... Well, he's in vents. Did he hear anything? Don't think he heard the footsteps, but he's certainly going to see Maniac. He's going to shoot. He's not looking. Now he is. I was going to say, is he going to turn around? Is it going to be one of those moments where they just pass each other in the night and don't even look the other way? But it is another round for Dignitas. 8-1, and Dignitas, they are seemingly shell-shocked from this one because this game has not started well for them.
Yeah, Titan really struggling here. On the T side, you want at least enough to cover maybe the pistol going into the second round, and at the moment they really don't have that. One round is not enough. There's no two ways to say it. It's simply not good enough. Maniac maybe taking a second to discuss things through here. These guys need to maybe reset in their mind here what's going on, because this isn't a round, and this is something that they've done before where they'll take maybe a couple of seconds just to discuss, talk things through, work things out, make sure everything's working. A little bit of a mouse wiggle there. But just to try and make sure whatever's going on can be discussed through. This is the time. You know, this round, they don't expect much out of it, essentially. You know, there's no armor, there's nothing to really create much from. They could go for an all-in play maybe and try and pick something up with Existence watching the back, but Pimp with those dualies just chilling out.
Yeah, I mean, obviously 8-7 is the best they could hope for from here, but realistically a 10-5 is a possibility if they were to pick something up in the next round once they get them rifles out. But as it stands, they've struggled to break through. This time around they may do, but Pimp opens up the first account. We'll get one down. MSL from Vents. He's going to get the molly down. Kenny S not looking this direction. Will get caught out, but not taken down. The grenade does it for him. And there is Kirby, and that's just such a quick, clean pickup. Existence did manage to rescue himself an M4 from somebody's body, but he's in a 1v3 situation, which is nigh on impossible. They know kind of where he is. The bomb's already dropped in B, so they're just setting up simple defensive perimeter.
Yeah, with 20 seconds left, I don't think he's going to get much. Kirby might be able to spot him. No, he might go just walking around at the perfect timing. But Existence just wants to keep this gun, I think. If he can get away with it, maybe it's not the end of the world, but they might start hunting him out soon. I don't know how much Dig have money-wise, but they're pretty well set, to be fair. Nice little connection from Existence. Takes one away. But sadly, it wasn't the AWP, but it's still a gun away from Team Dignitas, and they do manage to retain that M4. So, not badly played out in the end by Existence and just being able to try and limit the damage, but I haven't seen Kenny S with full armor and full mage yet on that AWP. They've been so throttled for money throughout this game that it's hard to see time breaking back in here. Yeah,
Nico had 12k at the start of that. He just bought for...
Look at Kenny S' stats. He's 1-9.
109. It's not quite the 0015 Cajun B, but he's not far off. We'll see how it goes for him. Dignitas at the moment in a very solid position for the first match in the ESL ESEA Pro League. It's going to be a mouthful that I'm going to have to try and say many times. Apex flashed out. That buys times for Pimp to back himself away there. Maybe just caught a glimpse of them himself. Knows that they are setting up here. Not a full rotation from Dignitas though, but it certainly is for time.
Yeah, Maniac just got at least a bit of a pick going on, so this is probably why they're starting to consider the rotate. Or maybe they just want to catch a couple out, get control in mid, get control somewhere on this map, because that's something they're lacking. But look at that, Nico, smoked out, has to back away. Kenny does not get the spot in towards mid, so they're going to have to try and work something out here, because Titan still, even with a pick into this, don't have any ground to go towards. There's still 3 players at B.
Yeah, they've loaded 3 on B, and it's a gamble that may actually work for them, because look at Titan, they're coming straight back here. The molly from Pimp on towards Checkers will cover anyone going through vents, which is exactly where we just saw Apex and Existence creeping through. They're going to catch a glimpse of one. I think Existence would have seen one there as he passed on round. Yeah, Apex picks up the kill. So B site cleared open. They didn't realize about Pimp in the background though. He gets 1, 2, and 3. Switches to his dualies, tries to flash himself out there. Will he have enough time? No. Kenny S will shut him down. It's all on AZ. AZ pushes on through. He gets himself a double. And it's 10-1 now for Dignitas. Titan did just about everything they could right there, except check the corner.
Yeah, Pimp just played it so well to the timing. Just at the end then showing his hand, waiting it out in that corner. And well, I'm surprised Titan didn't check, really. It was just, Pimp's been on that site the whole time, maybe expecting him to take the plays towards A or play in towards mid, been in those vents, but, they should have checked it. It was just maybe that frustration kind of kicking in for Titan that, oh, okay, finally we got something here, let's push it, and then not checking.
I just wondered, because they knew it was down to a 4-man situation, they just assumed it'd be 2 on A, 2 on B. It's just like a standard split defense. They got 2 down and were like, okay, A side, B spot's clear, moved in. Wait, where's that guy just come from? Doesn't matter, because, well, Maniac has pushed out early on Squeaky. He will get taken down by AZ, though. Managed to get KRB down. The rest of his team are going to respond. That grenade will find the legs of Apex, but that's about all. And that molly's going to be on point. Nico's got himself one, and Titan forced to back away again. RPK suddenly all alone. They know exactly where he is. Oh,
RPK.
My word.
What a beast as well. This guy can play. There's no questioning of their talent, but can he pull it together to pull off a 1v4? Spots one on short. Not going to get it. Bomb. He's going for the full here. MSL is just behind him as well. He might predict this to a degree, because MSL has consistently been doing that, but goes for the challenge towards short, not going to get it. MSL's molly just placed very well for the push out, and the fuse will come in. And I've got to say it, Titan just not having any impact into these sites some of the times. They're just struggling to get anything beyond a 1-for-1 trade, because every time you take down one of Dignitas, there's someone immediately there to kind of follow up and kind of pick up the slack, whereas Titan just don't seem to get that second shot in.
Yeah, whether they're not following through with the revenge frags, we saw Maniac coming through door, and he did open things up nicely, but then suddenly once he was shut down, that attack was seemingly stopped in its tracks. 11-1 to Dignitas. A magical start for Dignitas, honestly. They're going to be delighted with this one, as talking about that confidence that they have as a team. Maniac, a lot of shaking of that mouse going on, a lot of disagreement maybe going on in comms, I don't know, but it seems like it's going to be a distraction for B. And Apex has got himself in a pretty good position here early on. No smokes down either from Dignitas yet.
No, they've still got time to buy mollies and smokes for days, and you might see that coming to practice here. Smoke towards CT from the T is going to start making their way in. MSL this time over by that back box, but it's going to be MSL finding Maniac early on, and this is just shooting fish in a barrel. Titan finally get towards the site, and it's a 2-for-2 exchange, but Nico already in spot, finds one. AZ cleans up through the vents, and one by one, Titan just get taken down.
An existence all alone again, on site. Bombing checkers, they have their eyes on it. And he's just waiting. Going to find his time to get this one. Is he going to try and smoke it and back away? He's got 43 seconds. It's just about enough time to rotate, but I don't think he's really got a chance. Now he's completely penned in. Yeah, he's got no chance out of this one. It's going to have to be a bit of magic from existence to try and keep himself alive. Instead, he's going to go for the flash onto site. Now they know he's there. As soon as they hear that plant, 3 members of Dignitas all close in. He's burning. He's going to extinguish it with the smoke. Try and back away. But, well, it's a pretty standard position that he's backed into, and KRB will get him down. Defuse, and 12-1 for Dignitas now, as they really look to just dominate Titan here in the first match.
Yeah, Titan are being decimated. They're just not playing to par. Kenius on 4 kills? That's not good. That's really not good. And then you look in comparison to the AWPer on the other side, Nico only really on 5, but those 5 have been perfect, and then you get the likes of, Pimp picking up the AWP as well. You got every other player being able to pick it up when they need it. So
it's not even just Kenny S either. It's Apex as well. You look at, he was at 5, I think. When your entry fragger and your AWPer are both that low, you're really not got a lot to work with. You just got to hope that somebody else works for you. KRB does go aggressive. He pops out of A main. It's going to be a fast push onto A site this time around. Let's see if it works for Dig.
Well, Digger holding on and holding damn strong. AZ does find RPK, but it's going to have to come onto the others now, pick up the slack, and they do. Perfectly back-to-back. They just dispatch of Titan. Titan are just not getting any impact kills into this, and they're going down so quickly. Yeah, they got AZ, but then they'll still Pimp on site. They'll still KAB on short. And hell, let's bear in mind, MSL's probably behind them at some point. So everything Titan are bringing, just Dignitas have an answer for straight away.
Existence all alone. Bomb on site. He's going to creep his way around that smoke, left perfectly for a little gap that KRB can see. Look at the crossfire they have. He's got himself the bomb. Is he going to make tracks? Is he just going to run for it? 40 seconds. He knows that there's going to be one up there. And we know there's one up there. He's peeking, he sees him, gets the headshot, but now they know his position. Tries to flash himself out. The flash will not quite work out for him. Pimp had looked away. And will pick himself up. Another round for Dignitas. 13-1. It's a decimation. Titan made to look amateur right now by Dignitas.
Yeah, this is really worrying for Titan to be losing this badly against Team Dignitas. I don't know what's going on their side of things, but it's just not clicking. And you can see it in the way they're playing. They're trying the same things, and it's just still not working out. I'd love to see them switch up a little, but you know, every time they try and switch something up, it just seems to go just as badly wrong. So, looking into this round, once again, Titan maybe trying to gain a little bit more control towards mid, maybe late boosting Kenny up. But then again, he doesn't have the AWP to work with, but he does at least have the AK in existence. Does get himself through towards mid. Great work there towards Nico, maybe taking the opening role, but not predicting Pimp in the vents is a huge error. This man has been dancing in these since the start of this game. And now, 1-for-1 trade. Can Dignitas do what they've done best every single time now?
Kirby is covering their main, but I think it was AZ was looking the opposite direction. They've both been taken down now, and they've gone into this passive defensive position you're talking about. Well, Kirby's been taken out of it.
A's open.
A is wide open. MSL, AZ's going to come around. He finds himself one on Kenny S, but he's been taken pretty low. They know where he's coming from. He needs the support of MSL, which is coming, but is he going to wait for it? Is the confidence high enough that AZ's just going to run straight in there? He has the cover. This is perfectly worked for Dignitas. Can they get the retake? Still a big ask, and a 3-on-2. Flashes in the right place. They know where they are. Nicely done. Titan do get themselves such an important second round, but that's Alex Nair right there. And I'm stood up. How you doing?
Hey, guys.
I like to cast standing up. But 13-2. 13-2 for Dignitas. Wow. I mean, that's not really what we had down. When we looked at this matchup, we're like, first game, this could be really close between Titan and Dig. And maybe even Titan were looking at it that way, but Dig, damn, they've come out firing.
Yeah, Dig looks so good right now, and the way they're playing is just on point. Maybe it's partially Titan are playing badly, but then, you know, credit for Dignitas for just punishing them on that. They're not even messing around at all. They are on point, their rotations are perfect, and even as individuals, they're stepping up so well here.
Well, you can see, we are back into the pistol. No.
No, we're not.
No, we're in a warm-up. I was like, if we're in the pistol, how's Existence got himself an M4? He's cheating. Cheating, damn it. I guess there was a server issue. That's all I can assume, the fact they're having the warm-up pitch. So it's going to be bouncing around. Well, we'll see.
It wouldn't be online CS without some sort of server issues, right?
Yeah. Well, maybe, I mean, that's always the big thing with servers as well. So where does the server get played? The agreements that these teams have to have. When a French team versus a Danish team, do they end up in Sweden? Do they end up in Denmark? Where do they go? Do they go maybe to Holland?
I don't know. We'll see.
The problems.
Yeah. I'm hoping it gets resolved, though. I think everything is good.
Yeah, they're back in there.
And I think the pistol round is about to begin. So, enough of us. More of the game, I believe.
You believe? I don't believe, because I'm not in it. You're in it, though. I can see it from your screen. So let's see. It is going to be Dignitas. They're actually moving in towards B site. We're going to go straight back to the radio style. They are hanging around, and they've actually got themselves in on site completely clear, because Titan look like they've guessed for either a mid or an A.
And well, they guessed completely wrong. Dignitas have control of the site. They've got the bomb down. They're in good positions. And this has just gone and given them the perfect start. Titan, what on earth are you doing? I guess you got to risk it for a biscuit, but this is about to crumble into their tea as AZ already finds two. Pimp chimes in to himself, excuse me, rather than AZ, and this is just shooting fish in a barrel. Oh, wow.
Pimp.
That was just over in an instance. Dig are just playing out of their minds.
Triple for Pimp in the pistol, 14-2. Almost a GG, I would say, for Dignitas, because, damn, they are absolutely wrecking Titan here. And while I wonder whether Titan are into that no-speaking phase that you always go through in CS. Once you start losing those rounds, that's it. I'm not talking anymore.
I would hope that they're slightly better than you at matchmaking. I don't know.
I would assume they certainly are as well, that's for sure. But we do see the ump coming out for both AZ and Nico.
Another A stack.
It's the Labyrinth, another A stack. This time around it might work out. They are ready and waiting for it, but that grenade is going to be on point. It's going to catch on towards. Doesn't get enough. Apex pops around the corner. Beautiful flash. Gets himself one, not a second. They are all stacked up there, and he would have got all the information, and this has worked out well for Titan. The stack works wonders, and the pistols are not. They managed to wreck Dignitas on towards A. Is it enough, though? It's still an impossible ask almost. 14-3 the score. Just no errors can be made for the next, well, 13 rounds.
Yeah, exactly. It's A little bit of a tough one to turn around, you know, round by round, I guess. You know, we tote that phrase, but that phrase can only go so far. One error pretty much costs you it, and that's a simple kind of basis of this. And to be fair to Dig, they can just kind of brute force a good couple of rounds. They're going to try right now, just brute force B, why not? If they catch someone off, great. If not, oh well. And look, MSL and KHB get 2, so already they've got the bomb down, and they're set up fairly well. Sadly, they don't get guns out of it.
No, the Molly will force them out. That's going to be a clean exit as Kirby gets himself another. Now he's got an M4. Now this is a really big problem for Titan. And now as he manages to get Apex down, they're in serious trouble. Reads Maniac's position, but luckily he manages to get the kill and the defuse. But there's no money for Titan. They've just lost everyone. The bomb plant came in from Dig, and well, they are in serious problems. 14-4, and that's just the danger. When Dignitas are this far ahead, they can just afford to just, you know what, let's just pile into sight and see what happens.
Yeah, and I want to see the buy-up coming out from Titan. It's not too bad. RPK is going to be a little light, I guess, for gun power, but still, you got Kenny S, he's got the AWP, you've got what you need to a degree. They're opting to go in for those mollies as well, so they're okay for money, and the T-side gets the buy without the AWP. So both teams relatively well off, but let's see how this pans out. This is Dig now on the T-side with a decent enough buy. RPK quite aggressive in mid, going to get himself into those vents. So quite a similar setup almost, and I love this boost.
Yep. Oh, it didn't work.
Love it. Oh no, why?
I think they were trying it, but it didn't work. Whether someone slipped off their head. If you're unsure what it is, you can check it out. I'm sure you've seen it many times. It's Kenny just boosting them across.
And it's always Maniac. It's the Maniac spot. It's something that Semler pointed out during the offline finals of this tournament's previous iteration, that Maniac will always love to be up in that little boost. You got to check it every time you play this team on this map. So already Apex quite aggressively pushed up towards mid as well. And they're waiting maybe for that mid push to come out from Dig, see if they actually do it with the flash over the back. But at the moment, quite a tentative start for Dignitas, slowing things down a little.
Oh, Kenny S finds himself the opening shot. Apex is ready though, just below, gets himself one, gets himself a second. And that may well stop Dignitas in their tracks. Just Kirby and Pimp remaining. Bomb is going to get collected as they regroup. Checking that Apex didn't push on through mid. And now looks like B is going to be the location they're going to go towards. Existence is the man there ready and waiting for them, but he is all alone. He has support from Apex. He could easily push through vents or come around the back, but they are going to creep their way in there. And as of yet, they're not expecting him.
But Existence has that wonderful perching point, but he does get taken down in the end by Pimp. Time is of the essence, 10 seconds. Plenty of time to plant, but now 1v2. He's going to be in a tough situation, and Apex will land the shot. And the retake will be successful. So Titan do get another one on the board. And I don't know what was going on almost until this point. Titan now starting to get to that respectable-ish scoreline-ish. But as we said, there's no room for errors, and this is a dangerous predicament to be in.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes, whether they can keep clocking it up, because we said about it in the pistol before for Dignitas. They're going to be picking these Tech 9s up or double dualies for Pimp, as it were, and they're just going to pile on through to a site, and it can catch Titan off guard. The speed that they're going to go at. Let's see. It's going to be a B rush again. Everybody coming in. Choo-choo train heading in. It's going to be Pimp that's leading the charge. And well, RPK, you're about to get very busy with that M4.
Smoke's there. They do have one flash if they want to push it through. There we go. So flash comes into play, but it is just the perfect lineup for RPK. And well, the train has been derailed, and mostly at RPK's hands, coupled with Existence every now and then. It's really clean.
It's helping for the stats, at least. Let's put it that way.
It's helping the score.
It's starting to get their stats a little bit more respectable, but it's still a long way off for Titan right now. Like you say, helping for the scoreline as well. A 16-6 is still not great, but it's starting to look a little bit more impressive than a potential 16-2 if they'd have hadn't have. Honestly, Dignitas hadn't have messed up in their second round on T-side. They should have run away with it, should have shut it out, but it isn't. And it is going to be another fast pile in towards B site. One man all alone. I think it was Pimp that was just the distraction, but Titan are going to flash themselves out here. I think Existence going for this one. Does manage to find himself one, doesn't get the kill. It's Nico that he saw. He had support with his Existence as well.
Yeah, RPK going to try and help him out here, but I don't think Existence is going to get away from this one, but does he want to? No. Gets a great tag through the smoke towards MSL, I believe. Molly to just trickle down towards the back of it. And this is great play. No one off the back has begun to push around, however. So really, nothing lost for Titan in this one. Really nicely done. Just going to slow down Dignitas completely.
Read the reloads as well so well there in his exit. managing to get out. That means, of course, the rotate is on from Dignitas. We can see them crawling their way forward. MSL is going to be the man that leads it because he's only got 5 hit points. He's going to be the fodder, as it were,
He's in the
for
Maniac
Nico.
spot. They have to check this. They have to.
Yeah. I mean, this is almost become a standard spot, I would say, on Cash these days. That we saw Virtus Pro actually make use of this spot quite heavily as well. There's the smoke, straight away countering the flash. Maniac ready.
Please check.
Yeah, they're already looking. You can see they're already... No! AZ comes around, didn't expect it. He's going to drop down. He's not going to get the second. In fact, he's going to go into Squeaky.
This is unreal. He's going to get 2, surely. Still hunting it down. MSL will be caught, and this is a disaster. Dignitas, how the hell do you not check that? Even in some capacity, surely.
When it's called the Maniac spot, you got to check it for Maniac. It's one of those unwritten rules that maybe you should do. 14-7. Is it possible? Who knows? It's a long way to go still. But Dignitas back to pistols. And we're going to see whether they manage to just derail this Titan train that's starting to get a little more confident.
Yeah, Titan starting to maybe feel a little bit better, but once again, one single mistake and Dignitas are on match point. It's a best of 1, bearing in mind. And look at this play. Apex and Maniac going quite aggressive here, pop flashing in towards main. Nice on Molly to follow, but they could be overwhelmed. This could be a little bit dangerous, and this aggression can really catch you out. And Titan just not hitting their shots. Kenny S goes down. He was so aggressively pushed towards site, and Dignitas have control. That's the danger now they face. Okay, they took a risk, but was it even worthwhile? That double flash, it almost got him paying off, but I don't know about this one. It's going to be a hard retake. Pimp already finds existence, and RPK gets pinned to the wall, and Dignitas take themselves to match point. Mostly because Titan said, hey, we'll give you the opportunity.
They only lost 1 person in a pistol against Rifles. The aggression of Titan was equally matched by the pistol power and prowess that Dignitas seemingly had. And now it is match point. Titan, well, they can't afford to slip up anymore. Apex, just with that CZ75, has almost impossible task. This time, Nico with the AWP, choosing to favor it. Kenny S with the AWP, but as of yet to have a great impact on this game.
I don't know what to make of this game now, but Kenny does at least find Nico, so that's going to boost the confidence a little bit right there, but can they follow it up now? There's still 3 players stacked on A for Titan, so they're fairly confident here, or at least fairly comfortable with it. They've left mid completely open, though. There's no one there to defend it. Existence pushed up at B, and now Dig just need to find the right pacing here, the right place to push, and with a little bit of spam, actually catching off Apex from the back of Squeaky right round by T-Spawn. But while all this happens, Dig is starting to line up towards B. Pimp's kind of lurking over towards A, but the rest of the team are starting to line up for a push, and I think Titan are aware of this.
Yeah, RPK and Kenny already in position. Existence getting in towards upper as well. They are so set up for this one. Titan reading Dignitas so very well. But Dig are not going in just yet. Now they are. They're pushing in. Kenny gets 1. Can he get a second? You bet your life he can. Starting to land those shots. Kirby takes down Existence on upper, but Kenny is waiting. Goes a little too early. Misses the second chance of asking Deagle from Kirby, but the third time will be met by Kenny. And he's going to be grateful for that 4K in that round, Kenny S. That's going to make his stats look a little better than they were at the start. Hasn't quite got him into positive KDA. And this is a man, bearing in mind, that was coming out of tournaments with 2+ KDAs back in 2014 and start of 2015.
Yeah, and an interesting buy-up for the T side as well. Gonna get themselves into this one. There we go. MSL and Nico gonna be buying up in the end. But yeah, Kenny S and Exist. Ooh, don't do that. Don't do that. Anyway, Kenny S and Existence gonna run that double AWP. I can imagine Existence over by B and Kenny towards mid. But Apex is the one to actually open things up. But Nico replies, and mid is now being questioned. Kenny might have to back away, reposition by quad, where he likes to sit maybe a little bit. There we go. Gonna make his way over there. The safe route. But while all this happens, once again, Dig like to test this B site.
Testing, prodding, backing away, realizing they do have that mid open, which is where Nico is going to go, looking for Kenny. Kenny, you can see already through that X-ray, he's staring this direction. Ready and waiting. The moment Nico comes around. Oh, caught a glimpse, went for the shot. The little shoulder peek coming from Pimp there was enough to draw the fire. So that's going to give them a little delay, keeping him busy, and that's buying time for A main, which is AZ and Kirby to try and push on through onto quad.
Oh, Kenny just connecting beautifully towards Pimp then with the boost from Maniac in towards quad. But now AZ looking for the way in towards his site. 34 seconds left. We've got Nico still in mid. Kenny's still aware of this, so there's still going to be a player lurking, but spots out the nade coming in, scopes up, and Nico! First one there on the T side up. I think he may even got tagged by that, but still, it pays off. KB gets Maniac down, and that's A open. Follow-up from Nico finds existence, and this 1-by-1 is just Dignitas brute forcing their way to these sites. Now RPK left in a 1v3. The setup is good from Dignitas. He might find Nico, but Kieobi and AZ are both ready and waiting. Bomb ticking, nade should do the job. Takes down one, now 2v1. RPK gotta get this. He's gonna take down AZ, but can he get the last? No! Gets denied at the last hurdle. And can you believe it? Team Dignitas take it.
Yeah, fantastic.